Hey ComiConverge fans, Aaron Sagers here, and I'm at WonderCon 2019 about to talk to the Fellowship themselves. That's right, the cast of Tolkien, the upcoming movie starring Nicholas Hoult about the Lord of the Rings author J.r.r. Tolkien. Check it out. What is it about Tolkien that really just drew you to this film?
Well, I've been a fan since probably like 12 or 13 when I read Lord of the Rings, and then I read Hobbit later, and then Silmarillion. But what surprised me was actually his real life, that his real life accounts were so cinematic and dramatic, and he was an orphan boy that, you know, built this kind of entire world, and I think I just felt that this has to be a movie.
Mm-hmm. Now, you know, we really seem to revolve around the idea of a fellowship, of a friendship. What is the parallel with Tolkien's actual life?
Well, the thing about when you're an orphan child, and I grew up kind of being fatherless until the age of 14, what happens to you become an outsider. And an outsider like Tolkien, you usually want to find clubs, friendships, fellowships. And you can see that in the books. So basically what we integrated as the stories about friendship, we integrated elements about his in real life, what happened to him in this film, that then later on the fans can, you know, see that, okay, I get it, that's in the book also. So like for instance, the TCBS, these guys here, is kind of his fellowship, his group of 4 that went to war together, went to, you know, travel to Mordor.
Mm-hmm. Well, and this is also the first film that's going to be released under Disney after the acquisition, the Fox Searchlight. Yeah. Just talk a little bit of that as a creator. Is it exciting that this is under now this Disney umbrella? Are you heartened by the fact that these kinds of films are going to continue to exist, and so on?
Well, I think like it's still done under the Fox Searchlight banner, which is, you know, means quality, and that's Fox Searchlight represents that. And I don't think Disney has any way affected that, and it hasn't affected our film. So if it helps the release, that's great. I hope that it, you know, a larger audience gets to see it with the help of Disney. But for me, it doesn't really change. I did a Fox Searchlight film, I did my film that I felt, you know, heartfelt, love it, and you know, it's kind of intriguing to be working for Mickey Mouse. It's kind of fun. At the same time, it doesn't affect me yet.
Yeah. All right, well, as a director, since this is a film about Tolkien and his fellowship, well, since you're the director, does that make you Gandalf, or who does that make you in the fellowship?
No, I'm like, my assistant always jokes that I'm kind of a Took, which is the Took side of Bilbo, which is the adventurous side, but also the one that eats a lot and devours food like a hobbit does. And I think I'm a bit of that, a bit of a hobbit still. Like I'm journeying and wandering through this maze of filmmaking. I would love to see myself as Gandalf, but I think I'll be a hobbit.
How's your beard game? Can you grow a big beard?
And I don't grow a hair, and I think the beard would do a long time. That would be, I mean, like years of work.
All right, and just finally, as people that are fans of the Lord of the Rings saga and Tolkien, when they watch this film, are they going to pick up little Easter eggs and nods?
100%. I've been a fan of the Lord of the Rings, the Hobbit, the Silmarillion, all his books. There's so many Easter eggs there and thoughts. There are some that are really obvious, and some that you really, really have to notice, that you have to be, you have to know. But we also aim, in all honesty, to do a film that works if you're not a fan.
Right.
That it's a touching, emotional story about friendship, about love, about war, courage, about creation. So I think like you don't have to worry that, okay, I don't notice the Easter eggs. You will not, sacrifice or you won't suffer as a film viewer. But maybe for the Uber fans, there's a bit there and there.
Heading into this role, were you already a fan of Lord of the Rings, or what was your personal?
Yeah, completely, man. I love Lord of the Rings. I used to just constantly watch it with my brother and my friends, especially the first Lord of the Rings. And I also played the video game, The Two Towers. Did you play that game?
Yeah, I know that game. That's great.
Man, I love that. The bit, like, do you know the bit with like the tentacle, the big squid? Gimli was throwing axes and stuff. Man, I love that.
All right, well then the question is two-part question. In the Fellowship, in actual Lord of the Rings, would Jeffrey be, which character would Jeffrey be, and then which character would Anthony be?
I think Jeffrey would be Sam. And I think Anthony would be Pippin, or one of those boys, just looking for second breakfast.
You're there for the second breakfast.
Always, man. Always, yeah.
All All right, all right. I guess it was. So does Jeffrey offer a lot of sage-like advice then to Tolkien?
Yeah, but I think there's a lot of love there. You know, one of Jeffrey's last acts on Earth was to write a letter to Tolkien, and I think that is, you know, just the devotion for that and the sort of love there is, you know, really paramount.
All right, ComiConverge fans, thanks for geeking out with us at WonderCon and checking out all of our amazing coverage. We look forward to seeing you at the next con.